Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to accept the month of Ramadan from us and to bless us in whatever is left of this month and to bless us with the day of Eid. Allahumma ameen. In Islam, we have an annual celebration called Eid. There are two Eids in Islam, Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr. Today, inshallah, our speech will be focused on Eid al-Fitr. Muhammad, when he came to Medina, he found the people of Medina celebrating 2 days. This was from the acts of al-Jahiliyyah before Islam. The Prophet asked, "What are these days you are celebrating?" They said, "These are 2 days that we enjoy and have fun and play in." The Prophet said, "Verily, Allah has changed these days and replaced them with 2 days that are better than them, Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha." Celebrating Eid is an act of worship. Eid is a day that is glorified and it is annual. In Islam, we aren't allowed to celebrate any celebration that is glorified and annual except Eid. For example, Al-Mawlid is not allowed because it is a form of bid'ah, as is celebrating Ashura or any other day. Okay. Seeing as celebrating Eid is an act of worship, the money you pay, the enjoyment that you have, taking out your family, buying new clothes for your kids, these are all acts of worship if you intend them to be so. If you intend that these days are acts of worship and you want Allah Azza wa Jalla to reward you for that, you get rewarded. If we was to look at the two different types of Eid, we know there are some sunnahs related to them. Like I stated before, we're focusing today on Eid al-Fitr. First of all, we have az-zakah, zakat al-Fitr. Zakat al-Fitr is an act that is mandatory upon us, any Muslim who has enough food and sustenance and wealth to take care of his family and feed them, has to pay zakat al-Fitr, which is a sa', which is a measurement, about 3 kilos of rice or so, of food such as rice, grains, barley, of staple food that is to be given to the poor on behalf of every family member. So, if you are the father of 5 kids and you have a wife and 2 parents, all of whom you provide for, you pay zakat al-fitr on each one of them. Zakat al-fitr is to be paid before Eid prayer. If it is after Eid prayer, it isn't accepted. Before Eid prayer, you pay zakat al-fitr. From the night when Eid is announced till Eid prayer is when you're meant to pay zakat al-fitr. You could bring it before that by a day or 2 or 3. Sunnahs of Eid. First of all, we have Takbiratul Eid, saying Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillah alhamd. Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. There is no God except Allah. Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. All praises be to Allah. Or any other form of takbir that you want to mention is okay. This is one example. Okay? This takbir, one should raise his voice while saying this takbir. As a man, you're meant to raise your voice while saying this takbir. When Eid starts, from the night of Eid, you say it when you're going to the shops, when you're walking in the streets, wherever you're going, keep on repeating this takbir. You get good deeds, you are following the sunnah, and you may remind others to make takbir alongside you. Women, however, are meant to say takbir quietly. They are not meant to raise their voices with takbir. Another sunnah is to eat before you go to as-salah. For zakat al-fitr, we are meant to eat an odd number of dates before we go to pray Salat al-Eid. On Eid al-Adha, however, we are meant to delay breakfast till after we come back from Eid Salah. And it is encouraged the first thing you eat be your udhiyah. We should also clean ourselves, be in our best appearance, and wear our best clothes. Showering, wearing your best clothes, wearing perfume is part of the sunnah, as Muhammad used to do, and it is part of celebrating Eid, which in of itself is an act of worship. The Prophet said, Allah likes to see the effect of His blessings upon His servant, meaning He likes us to wear good clothes and to look decent. Obviously, for women, that also applies. However, when a woman goes out, she's not allowed to wear makeup or to uncover her beauty, so on and so forth. So her good clothes are under her abaya, under her hijab, and she wears them when she's with her family, when she's with her female friends, so on and so forth. Okay, doing ghusl, having an Islamic shower, is also encouraged before Eid. Eid prayer, some scholars said, is a sunnah, others said is mandatory. There's a difference of opinion. One should try to come to Eid no matter what. It is highly encouraged and even mandatory according to some scholars. Even women who cannot pray are in the period or on the period or the likes of that, they are encouraged to come to the Eid Musalla. However, they do not actually come inside the Eid prayer area. They sit outside and listen to the khutbah and follow what happens. It's sunnah for us to pray Eid in a musalla or an open area, not in a mosque. However, if no musalla is available, you can pray in the mosque. Another sunnah is for the imam to recite Surah Al-A'la in the first rak'ah and Al-Ghashiyah in the second rak'ah. That is another sunnah. Or he may recite Surah Al-Qamar in the first rak'ah, Surah Al-Qaf in the first rak'ah and Surah Al-Qamar in the second rak'ah. If one was to have Eid on a Friday, we have Eid khutbah and Eid salah, and we have Jum'ah salah and Jum'ah khutbah. Both are to happen. Eid salah and Jum'ah salah. Eid khutbah and Jum'ah khutbah. However, whoever attends Eid does not have to attend Jum'ah. He may pray Dhuhr instead. It is also encouraged that one who goes to Eid prayer, if it's close, he walks from one path, he prays Eid, and then he comes back from a separate path. Taking different paths when you're going and coming is encouraged during Eid. All Muslims should try to be happy on Eid. It's a time of celebrating and happiness. Therefore, we are not allowed to fast on the day of Eid. The Prophet ﷺ forbid fasting on the day of Eid. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to bless us in Ramadan, to accept all our good deeds in Ramadan, to accept the fact that we fasted and that we did good, and to bless us with the next Ramadan and bless us, making us good Muslims. We ask Allah to accept all our good deeds and to make our good habits continue after Ramadan. We ask Allah to give us a happy Eid, to make our Eid happy, and to give Muslims a victory during this month, and to help Islam and the Muslimin. اللهم آمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما مزيدا إلى يوم الدين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.